So we're finally at the weekend. Yay! Always a good thing to be at Friday night, in my opinion anyway. So tonight we're doing football. We've only got football tonight, as a matter of fact. We have got 2013 Topps Supreme. That will be followed by 2007 Upper Deck Premier. After that is 2017 Gold Standard Football. And then after that is a half case of 2013 Contenders. And I'm pretty excited about getting into the Contenders in particular because there's a lot of good stuff we can pull in there. Of course, there's a lot of good stuff we can pull in all of this. So we're going to break in the order that things ended on eBay, which is basically the order I just ran down, which is the 13 Supreme, 2007 Upper Deck, the 2017 Gold Standard, and then the 2013 Contenders. Most of these, other than Contenders, are pretty quick breaks, so nothing's going to take too long to get through tonight. Let's take a look at the spreadsheet for the first item we're breaking, and that is one box of 2013 Topps Supreme Football. This is break number 5, fifth time we have broken that product. Our eBay end date, that's tonight, the 18th of August. Live stream schedule, 10:30 p.m. Eastern on Friday the 18th, so we're on track there. Team names are on the left, winning bidder names across from it. There are a couple of teams in here that say no bids buyback. You'll see those here and here. And that just means, those are orphan teams. No one wanted to give them a forever home. So if anything comes out for one of those teams, the cards will just hang out with me here on Card Mountain. And I will be putting that spreadsheet up before the start of every break. So you'll get a chance to see it at the beginning of every break. And I tell you what I'm going to do is take the camera off of autofocus right now so that we don't have to worry about it jumping around so much when we're trying to get into things. So all of the things that we're breaking tonight in terms of shipping, I'm actually going to start doing shipping a little bit differently in one sense. You've probably noticed that we've been doing most nights at least 2 or 3 things with free shipping, sometimes, 4 or 5 things with free shipping. And I want to keep doing that, and I want to be able to maybe even offer some additional things with free shipping. So to make that work, what's going to happen is this. The items that had free shipping for the break, those are going to go out probably about every 6 to 7 days. So the stuff with free shipping is going to start shipping probably about once a week. The items that are, paid shipping, normal breaks that you pay shipping on, of course, those will continue to go out, 3, 4, 5 days after the break. First up is Drew Brees 170, numbered to 170 for the Saints. Next up is Doug Martin for the Bucks, numbered to 112, I think that says. Having a little trouble seeing the numbering on there tonight for some reason. For the Bengals, a little Giovanni Bernard, and that one is to 99, I believe it says. And then our hit is actually a redemption, and it is for Mike Williams, which I think is a buck, right? But I will verify that right now. So while I'm looking that up online, I will finish talking about shipping. So if you have a break where you paid shipping, those will continue to go out as normal. And if you have some cards from free shipping breaks that are, waiting to go out, obviously I'll go ahead and send those when you have a package going with your paid cards, or your paid shipping, I should say. And if you don't have any other packages that go out in the meantime, then those will, go out from the free shipping about once a week. And that way it just makes it a little easier for me to be able to offer more things with free shipping and do that a little more often even than we're doing it now. So hopefully I think that'll work out for everybody. If it doesn't, we'll switch back to what we've done before. But I think we'll be okay with that. Yes, so Mike Williams was Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2013, which is what I suspected, but I did want to verify. So our redemption here is going to be for the Bucks. Now I see someone in there has written in Chargers, but did I just split that open? Yes, I did. Daggone it. Let's try that again. Yeah, I don't think Mike Williams has ever played for the Chargers that I'm aware of. He did play for somebody else in 2014. I think he was maybe maybe the Bills or something by the time we got to 13 or 14. But yeah, so anyhow, so here is our redemption for Mike Williams. You know what, guys? This has recently expired. It looks like it expired in February of this year. Topps redemptions are kind of different than Panini redemptions, so I would suggest that you call them. There is a phone number, I think, on the back of that redemption, and when you speak to the person on the phone, they should be able to give you some direction as to whether or not that card is still available. And they will also, at least what has happened for me in the past, oh, good grief, what did I just do? They end up, sorry guys, I just messed up our spreadsheet there for a hot second. In the past, they've had me mail it in, and then they do something manually to get it entered into the account. So hopefully that's what they'll be able to do for you on that one as well. So this next break is one box of 2007 Upper Deck Premier Football. This is the 5th time we've broken this product by itself. We've done it in conjunction with some other products a time or two as well. And our same format that you're accustomed to seeing. We'll just scroll down through here so everybody gets a chance to see their name in lights and figure out what teams you want to root for in this break. And hopefully, you guys, I start to say y'all, boy, I haven't said that in a long time. You guys all know that in 2007, you know, I'm always searching for Adrian Peterson. Michael Goodman. Yeah, in 2014, I think Mike Williams did play for the Bills. That's what I was saying earlier. But, of course, he was with the Buccaneers in 2013. And that product that we opened was 2013 Topps Supreme. So, of course, you know, that card will go to the team he was with in the year the product was produced. So it will head off to the Buccaneers, the redemption for Supreme. A little Hines Ward action for the Steelers to kick things off, numbered to 225. I love Hines Ward. He's one of my favorite Steelers. And then we have Dallas Baker for the Steelers, numbered 250. That one is a sticker auto. Followed by Jamal Anderson for the Falcons, numbered to 75. And first in the series, number 1 of 75. We've got a little materials hit here, numbered to 99, and that is, who is this on here, actually? Where am I missing oh, it's Calvin Johnson. I was like, I couldn't figure out who that was. Calvin Johnson for the Lions. Signature and material. I noticed the material. I didn't even notice the sticker auto up there at the top for a minute. So that's a nice little hit for the Lions with the Calvin Johnson rookie autograph and material. Next up for the Giants, 299, Plaxico Burress. Plaxico spent a little time in Pittsburgh as well. Followed by David Carr for the Panthers. That one numbered to 75. Materials hit. And then Marion Barber III to 75 for the Cowboys with the manufactured patch. That one's also first in the series. Well, Michael, we've got for anybody who can't see chat, we've got a question that keeps coming up here about this redemption for Mike Williams in Topps. According to NFL.com, Mike Williams played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, and did not start with the Bills until 2014. That's literally coming from NFL.com. But as soon as we review our hits here, I will be happy to just pull up the checklist for 2013 Topps. It will take me a while to find it because their thing on Topps website goes in order by year, so it will take me a while to find it, but I will happily go to the checklist and we will verify that. I'm pretty certain that's going to be a Buccaneer, but that's what we'll do. So Marion Barber III for the Cowboys with the manufactured patch. David Carr with the Panthers. Plaxico Burress with the Giants. Our nice little Calvin Johnson for the Lions. Jamal Anderson for the Falcons. Dallas Baker for the Steelers. And then our base card was Hines Ward for the Steelers. So before we move on to anything else, let's go back and address Michael Goodman's question here about the redemption that we had a moment ago in 2013 Topps Supreme. So that's, you know, and this is probably the one time out of the last 500 times that I've had a redemption that I didn't just go to the checklist right away, because that's normally what I do, but it's such a process to go that far back to find a checklist on Topps for a 2013 product. But this is the reason that we do, because otherwise we run into situations like this. And I've got to see if they've even still got them posted as far back as 2013, which they do not. So we're going to have to try to find it somewhere other than on the Topps website. And if we cannot find the official checklist, again, it's going to go back to the special circumstances, which are written on every listing that I post down there at the bottom. And those would, I believe, state that a redemption, if the checklist were unavailable on the manufacturer's website, would go to the team that the player was with on opening day of the season, which again, I'm pretty sure is going to be the Buccaneers, but let's just try to get it right here. Which of course nobody has got this checklist up. This is, let's try, I've got one more place I can try here. Yeah, nowhere am I able to, oh, wait a minute, here we go. Maybe they have it. This, Mike Williams, where are you, Mike Williams? Oh, of course, this checklist that I did find doesn't list it by team. So, you know what? We're going to set this aside, and at the very end of the break, so that we don't keep holding this up for something that I think we've already established, but we will, at the very end of the break, I will go back and spend some more time with that to make sure that we are correct in where that goes. And I didn't put up the spreadsheet yet, did I, for Gold Standard? See what happens when I get out of my rhythm there? I start doing things all crazy and way out of order. Let's try this again. This is one box of 2017 Gold Standard Football. This is break number 9. And we'll scroll down through here, give everybody a chance to see their name next to their team. And then we'll bust into this, and there's always something good in Gold Standard, like always. I love Gold Standard. Robbie, the 13 Contenders has not been broken yet. It will start right after we wrap up the Gold Standard here. Yeah, Ed, again, I'm like 99% sure that that is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for Mike Williams, and I mean, that's what I thought to begin with, and that's what NFL.com shows. I mean, I'm virtually certain that it is the Buccaneers, but because Michael Goodman seems to think that it's the Bills, we will go back and revisit that at the end of the break, and I'll do a little more research. Derek Barnett with the Eagles, that is numbered to 79. Tyrod Taylor with the Bills. That is numbered to 49. Hunter Henry. Yeah, well, we're used to seeing him from last year. This will be the first Hunter Henry I've pulled in 2017 for the Chargers to 99. In fact, I'm still waiting on a bunch of Hunter Henry redemptions to come from Panini, by the way. Corey Coleman for the Browns. We've got another 16 rookie coming in. That one is to 99. Dante Moncrief for the Colts. That's a nice looking patch to 49. Got two colors, nice big piece of material, part of the seam. That's a good looking card. How about a little Chad Kelly for the Broncos? That one is to 149. I think that's the first Chad Kelly rookie I remember pulling so far this year too. Oh, this can make the Browns really happy. Look who it is. Deshaun Kaiser. Yeah, that is nice. Numbered to 25. We've got two pieces of material, one particularly nice. This is actually a sticker auto, but it doesn't really look like it because, of course, the sticker's clear. It's signed in gold on that pretty black background. That is a nice looking card. So nice Deshaun Kaiser hit for the Browns for our first hit. Our next one, Chad Kelly for the Broncos. Just recapping them here. A little Dante Moncrief for the Colts. Another hit for the Browns with Corey Coleman. And then our Hunter Henry for the Chargers. And that has got Gold Standard in the books. So you know what that brings us to now, our big case of Contenders. We're opening half of this case tonight, so here's what we're going to do. First, I'll put up the spreadsheet, then I'm going to open this up, and we're going to take all 12 of the boxes out of here, and we'll number them on the end, and then let random.org choose which half or which 6 boxes of the 12 that we open tonight. So this is 6 boxes 2013 Panini Contenders Football. This is a half case, and it is break number 1, first time we've broken it. And we do have a couple teams in there, again, that say no bids buyback. So for those teams, if anything comes out for them, they just stay here with me. The rest of the teams, all these cards are going to go out to you guys. So here's hoping that we pull some fire for you out of here. Definitely have the potential, and there's lots of short prints in here that are worth some decent money as well. So fun little break. Well, Contenders is always a good break, but 2013 has some particularly nice options in it. All right, let me get everything out, then I'm going to number it, then random will choose it for me. So the Contenders will probably ship probably in the range of Tuesday to Wednesday. And as always, if I can get them to you quicker than that, I will. But that's kind of what I would plan on, is Tuesday to Wednesday. And then again, any of our stuff that we opened earlier that had free shipping, that stuff is going to go out roughly once every, 6 or 7 days. And that's just so I can keep offering free shipping and hopefully even offer more things with free shipping, because, otherwise I find that the costs really start adding up when a lot of times you're shipping just, one base card or something out of a break, and, and then you're shipping them every couple of days. So I think the best way for me to be able to continue to offer free shipping is to do it like that. Yeah, David, I know. I mean, NFL.com also listed Mike Williams as a buck for that year, and I'm virtually certain that that is correct. But again, we will go back and address all of that at the end of the break. So that way we can just, there was no checklist as far back as 2013 on the Topps website. So if you refer to the listing itself, it says that on a redemption, that if down in the special circumstances, I mean, that on a redemption, that the official checklist is the first point of reference. And if, why did I just go to 14? And if there is no official checklist available, and then we're talking about a veteran, which Mike Williams was in 2013, then it will go to the team that he was with on the first day of the season of 2013, which, you know, I'm feel like we've got that under control, but we are going to verify it because there's a question about it. So before we sign off, we'll take care of that. So we are opening 327518, and I better write that down because that is too many numbers for me to retain. I got to find something to write on. I should have thought that through. All right, 327518. Okay. Let's flip back over here and find our boxes. Oh, so look at that. Actually, we ended up with 1, 2, and 3 out of there, just not in that order. All right, so 1, 2, and 3. There they go. I need 5 out of here. And then we need 7 and 8, which is, that is 7, that is 8. All right, so the other 6 boxes will open up in a later break, which probably will be... Actually, it might be about this time next week. We might just do this again, the other half of this on next Friday, possibly. Because this is one that takes a while to get through, so it's good when we can do them on some of the longer ones on the weekend. You know, we can all stay up later. I'm not sure what you're asking me there, Olevo. What are you asking me? And Wig Mike, the hits in Gold Standard were the Browns, and you guys are going to have to help me out. Was the Browns, it was the Chargers. I know we just opened it, but honestly, guys, I don't retain that stuff, generally speaking. If anybody remembers, will you please jump into chat there and type in for Wig Mike what the rest of our hits were? There was a Charger, there were a couple of Browns, there was, oh man, I don't know. I honestly don't remember what the others were. Because it was Hunter Henry, it was Deshaun Kaiser for the Browns, Corey Coleman for the Browns, and I can't remember the rest. Any more breaks for... Oh, Dante Moncrief. Thank you. Yeah. That's one. No, I don't have any more breaks for tonight. This is the only other one we have. Obviously, the one we've just started. We'll have, we'll finish this tonight. But we don't have any others tonight. But all the breaks are always listed 5 or 7 days in advance on eBay. So if you ever want to get in on one of the breaks, just jump onto eBay, and if you go into search, which is I think at the top of pretty much every eBay page, but I'm not sure if it's in the upper left or upper right. And then when you get into search, go to advanced search. And then when you're in advanced search, it will give you the option to view items by seller. And then you type in my user ID on eBay, which is Fleaburger, which is Fleaburger, Fleaburger, all one word, and hit search, and then it'll bring up all of the auctions that I have listed at any given time. So I add new things pretty much every night. I mean, it's rare that I don't add some listings on a daily basis. So there's always something that we're opening just about every night. But they do generally end through eBay. Eventually, I'm going to switch some over to the website if I can ever get the website finished, and then we'll do some on eBay and some on the website. All of these little things are just advertising cards, but I still show them to you guys so that you can see it's nothing but ad cards. But that is what those are. Now we should have 5 autographs per box in Contenders. So it is time to start looking and see what we can find, and hopefully we're going to find some good stuff. We certainly have the potential to pull some really nice stuff out of here. And of course on the base cards, because they are plentiful, we're not going to spend a lot of time on those. First out, Nick Casa for the Raiders on a rookie ticket. That one is a sticker auto. Most of these are probably going to be sticker autos. Basically, let's just assume that they are unless I say otherwise when we're looking at it. Oh, wow. You've got back-to-back Nick Casa. Because there's another one, and this one is numbered to 99. If you can catch it, the numbering's like right there. So, you've got 2 Nick Casas coming out back-to-back. Raiders are off to a good start. David, you make me laugh always when you do the Kenny Stills autograph. Because it is, you're right, it is just that giant K and the giant S. And next up for the Falcons, I don't know how to say his name. I would guess Toilolo? Toilolo? I'm sure that's probably not right, but okay. You saw him there. He was next out for the Falcons. It's like all of our autographs just coming out right there together, aren't they? Most of them, anyway. But we still have 2 more to find, so we've pulled out 3, 2 more to go. Nice little Tavon Austin Contenders insert. Big Ben. Yeah, there should be some on-card autos in. Well, I don't know that we'll pull any, but there is the possibility of pulling on-card autos, yes. But I would say the majority of what we pull will be sticker autos. And if we run across an on-card, for sure I will call that out. Another insert for Rookie of the Year contender, and that one Terrence Williams for the Cowboys. Mr. Tom Brady, touchdown tandem. This will be the break of the ever-changing direction of the cards. As you guys know how Panini loves to switch the direction that the cards go in. See, right here, by the way, is Doug Martin, and this is also a 2013 product, and he is a Buccaneer. But we will deal with the Topps one still at the end. This one right now, because we have 2 different teams on there, we're going to set it aside. If we only find 1 or 2 that have a couple of teams on it, we'll do them individually and random. If we find a bunch, then we will do them differently. It'll either be top half of the card, bottom half of the card, kind of thing. Legendary Contenders for the Cowboys. We did have a redemption. I did just set it down there on the table. We're going to flip it over momentarily. The Panini redemptions out of, good grief, out of the 2013 products are for sure going to be expired. There's Mr. Cordarrelle Patterson, and that one is an on-card auto. So the Vikings are off to a good little start there. And so the redemption, even though it is expired, you want to redeem it into your Panini account just like you would a normal unexpired redemption. This is another one of our 2 team cards. And if they haven't sent you the card in, say, like 6 or 7 weeks after you have redeemed it, then go on to Twitter and send a direct message via Twitter to @PaniniCSM. That's the guy's handle, @PaniniCSM. It's a nice little Vance McDonald insert. And just let him know that you have an expired redemption sitting in your account and you want to know if he can help you with it. There's a little John Bostic for the Bears. Sometimes they will have the same player, maybe, out of a different card set that they send you. Nice little Zach Ertz insert. Sometimes they don't have the same player, and they will just ask you who your favorite players and who your favorite teams are and stuff like that. And sometimes they still have the card, even though it's, older. So it just depends. It is situational. But if they do substitute, they do it based on value. So if your card's worth like $5 and you say your favorite player is Ezekiel Elliott, they're not going to give you an Ezekiel Elliott autograph for it. DeAndre Hopkins, nice. It's going to be for the Texans. We will, of course, go to the checklist on this because Panini does have all of their checklists available. So we'll go to the checklist and verify that at the end of the break. But I'm pretty sure we all know that DeAndre Hopkins is going to the Texans. That will also tell us when we go to the Panini website what that card's going to be numbered to, which is nice. Oh, Michael, I just see what you wrote in chat there. Yeah, for sure, they still honor the redemptions. That's what I was kind of trying to explain the process there, because if you put expired ones in there, but you don't, and they don't send you the card and you don't ever contact them, those will just sit in your account for an eternity. I mean, they could be in there for years. So that's why I'm saying if you haven't gotten anything after 6 or 8 weeks, then you should go to reach out to them. And really, honestly, the only way I've ever found them to be very responsive is by reaching out to the CSM on Twitter. And he is really good about answering stuff. And of course, he's not on Twitter all the time, but he tends to go on there at least a few times per week and address questions and help you out with stuff. Oh, Robbie, you have the Texans? Yeah, well, that's a nice hit. And, I happened to look today. Panini sends out an update every week of the things that they redeemed and that they sent out. And I did see some DeAndre Hopkins on there today from 2013. So I do know that they still have some DeAndre Hopkins sitting around anyway. Hopefully this is going to be one of them for you. Well, you don't want to contact them right away, Robbie, because if you contact them right away, they'll tell you have to wait. So what you will do, there's instructions kind of on the card itself. So basically when you get it, you scratch off that little silver area. You go to the Panini website. If you haven't already got an account set up at the Panini website, you'll need to set one up there. And then you'll enter that little code that's under that silver scratch off area, and that puts the redemption in your account. Then if they have it, usually you'll see it ship out. I'm talking about on the older ones. The newer ones, good Lord knows, sometimes you wait way longer than this. But on the older ones, if you haven't seen anything ship out to you in 6 or 8 weeks after you entered it, then that might mean that they don't have that particular card anymore. So then at that point, that's when you would want to go on to Twitter and send the guy a message and, kind of say what we talked about a minute ago. Just ask him if he can help you out, sort of thing. So that's my best advice for how to handle those. Now on current things, unexpired redemptions, oh gosh, I've been waiting for an Ezekiel Elliott for 6, 7, 8 months now. I've been waiting for Hunter Henry for probably close to a year. So yeah, I mean, on current unexpired ones, sometimes you can wait till you fall over. But on the expired ones, oddly enough, you usually kind of get them a little faster. Robbie, it doesn't say if it's numbered on here, but again, when we go to the checklist, which I will do at the end of the break because we may have other redemptions as well, we can do them all at once. It usually will say on the Panini website when we go to the specific card set if it's numbered or if it's an open edition. So I can tell you that most likely when we get to the Panini website. The Topps website doesn't do that. They never tell you if something is numbered or not, but Panini does. And of course, also Topps doesn't keep redemptions, as we found out tonight. They don't keep their checklist back as far as 2013 anyway. But again, Panini has all theirs available. DJ Swearinger coming out for the Texans. So the Texans with another hit. That's always a good way to start the weekend with hits, especially Contenders hits. It's another two-team with DeAndre Hopkins and Tavon Austin. So I'm just setting all of our cards that have two or more teams on them off to the left there, and we will deal with those via random in some fashion at the end of the break. There's a little Luke Wilson coming out for the Seahawks. And that is followed up by some DJ Fluker, numbered to 99 for the Chargers. I really hope we find Le'Veon in here somewhere. That would make me very happy if we can pull out our Le'Veon Bell. There's a Rookie of the Year contender for Tyler Eifert. You guys know how I love my Steelers. Another hit for the Chargers. Kerwin Williams on this one. We seem to be, once we get into a box and find a hit, we seem to just attract more hits from the same team. Out of this, so far anyway, tonight has been the pattern. Let's see if it continues or not. Yep, sure enough, there is another redemption. I figured we would find some more. And then it makes it easier just to go and do them all at once at the end. Aaron Dobson for the Patriots. And the Aaron Dobson is an on-card auto. Nice little hit for the Pats. Troy Polamalu. Man, I miss that guy, I tell you. I miss a lot of my Steelers players that have retired. But I like the group of rookies we have this year, too, though. I think we've got some pretty solid little group of rookies this year, I believe. Of course, time will tell, but that's the way it looks on the face of it anyway. Oh, I missed one of our little advertising cards. Another one of our two-team cards. So we have enough of those now that I think I can easily say that what we will do with those is put them in random. It'll say basically top of the card, bottom of the card, and then random will choose between those two. And if it chooses top, then of course all of those two-team cards would go to whatever card was on the top. If it chooses bottom, it'll go to whatever card's on the bottom, that kind of thing. Oh, it is Le'Veon Bell. Oh, nice. Steelers, money. Money time for the Steelers. You know what? I'm going to fix this again. I'm adjusting this focus just ever so slightly. Again, I think that makes it a little bit better, maybe. So, yeah, Le'Veon Bell. Nice. I really hope they still have that one for you, Steelers. Because that's one we were looking for. You can take that one straight to the bank. And you know, if they don't still have it, since Le'Veon is still an active player, they should at least still be able to get you, you know, another Le'Veon card. But of course, I know you would want another rookie. So I really hope they still have that for you. I've been surprised lately at how many things. I mean, I got some stuff from 2010, 2011 recently, 2012, 2013. I've gotten a lot recently from expired things that have come pretty quickly. Yeah, I mean, it should be an on-card auto with Le'Veon, but again, you never kind of know with these redemptions what the case might be. So it could be that that at this point in time they still have a numbered card and they put a sticker auto on it, or you know, you just never know. But in general, the other Le'Veon Bell Contenders cards that I have seen have been on card autos. But I never want to say that that's a certainty when it's a redemption, because you just never know what's going to happen there on the other side. Now we need to find Eddie Lacy. We found DeAndre Hopkins. We found Le'Veon Bell. It is time now to find some Eddie Lacy, I think. I'm just going to see if that works, right? Like when we, if we just announce ahead of time who it is that we're going to find, we're going to see if that works, because it worked for Le'Veon, right? So we'll see if it works for Eddie Lacy. It might. You never know. All right, I don't like those stacks being quite that tall. So again, just shuffling through to show you these are all of the advertising cards. And here we go. We're in box number, I guess this is box number 3 right now, right? Yeah, 3. Because I see 3 more sitting over there, so. The Rookie of the Year contender, Tyler Eifert. We should probably look for a little Tyler Eifert in here too tonight. A little CJ Spiller. There is Matt Stafford in a playoff ticket. And that one is numbered to 99 for the Lions. Not a signature, but obviously still a variation. And numbered. For the Raiders, Matt McGlone. Raiders, this is, I think, your 3rd hit. So the Raiders are racking them up right now. Another Rookie of the Year contender for Tavon Austin, that one. MVP contenders, Calvin Johnson. That was a nice little Calvin Johnson rookie we pulled earlier tonight out of that 2007 upper deck. Oh, how about a little Manti Te'o for the Chargers on-card auto. Chargers also with several hits tonight so far. Another one of our round numbers inserts. Touchdown tandems. I'm going to set some of these off to the side here onto our little sorting mat, because I don't like the stacks to get really very high. It just makes me nervous. I don't want them to fall over, have anything fall on them, etc. I just feel happier if I keep them setting over in the sorting area in smaller stacks when they get to a certain point. Legendary Contenders for the Niners. Hey, coming out for the Cowboys, a little Gavin Escobar on-card auto numbered to 99. Trying to get that at an angle where you can see the numbering on it. So the Cowboys are on the board. Whoops, we left one. We left Ray Rice and T.Y. Hilton. How about a little Marquise Goodwin for the Buffalo Bills, also on card. And Nick Moody for the Niners next out. Rookie of the Year, Terrence Williams. Marlon Brown coming out for the Ravens. I don't know why I switched that whole thing over. I should always just switch the cards instead of the whole stack, because it seems like it's like a couple of cards every time. And then it goes back to the opposite direction. Yeah, like that. I never learn. I love Contenders. It's one of my favorite rookie products. Well, one of my favorite older rookie products. These days there are so many products that have good rookies in them out of current year stuff. It's kind of hard to still say Contenders is always the favorite, although it's definitely always in my top 5. There are some other things that I really like. Gold Standard being one of them. I was so happy when they brought it back to football. I never really knew why they took it away from football to begin with. They just did it the 1 year and then never again until this year, but kept it in basketball the whole way through, which was kind of weird. But anyway, that's Panini for you. Marching to the beat of their own drummer. We're getting there. It just takes a while to get them all out of the wrapper every time. Oh, my laptop keeps wanting to take a nap over there. The screen keeps wanting to go to sleep, and I can't have it do that. With our little kid reporter code cards. It's actually kind of good. I needed a new little stack of those. Because, you know, sometimes you put them on the outside of other cards that you're shipping to add a little extra protection or a little bulk. What did I think? I don't know why I thought that was... There's a Rookie of the Year contender for Eddie Lacy. But of course we want to find an Eddie Lacy autograph. Uh-oh, this might be nice. Let's see. Yeah, Pen Pals for the Chargers again. Chargers are tearing it up. You're having an excellent break. And this is Teo again with the Pen Pals insert on card auto. Nice little hit. Did I just go? Yeah, I think we did. I think we went. I think one was stuck to the back of the other one there. Another redemption. We're going to set that one aside too. We'll flip it over momentarily. And see who else we can find. So far, both of our redemptions have been quite nice. One being Le'Veon, the other one being DeAndre. Bryce Butler, Raiders again. Raiders, that's multiple hits for you. I've kind of lost track of how many, but it's a lot of hits for the Raiders thus far. Terrence Williams insert. Well, that is a whole bunch upside down. We'll lift all those at once. There's a DeAndre Rookie of the Year contender. Oh, man, is this going to be signed? Oh, man, numbered to 5. 3 of 5, Andrew Luck for the Colts. That is sweet, kids. That's a sticker auto. It's not an on-card auto, but Andrew Luck numbered to 5. Yowza. Oh, so nice. If you want a one-touch for that, Colts or anybody else as far as that goes, anytime anybody wants a one-touch for anything you pull in one of my breaks, I'm always happy to do that. Just, you know, I would invoice you at my cost plus whatever PayPal might charge to receive the funds, and that would be it. Another hit for the Raiders, this one to 99 with the Sid Moore. And even though the Raiders have a lot of hits, I don't think we've topped really quite the Andrew Luck to 5 yet. The Le'Veon Bell is quite nice. The DeAndre Hopkins is quite nice. And so are a number of our other hits. But Andrew Luck to 5. Ho ho. So nice. Oh, Robbie, you have the Colts? Oh, that's a nice hit for you, man. A really nice hit. I mean, that's worth the price of admission of probably times 5 or 10 versus what the Colts sold for tonight. And that's why you gotta love contenders, right? I mean, I tell you guys, there's a lot of money to be made in contenders. Even in years where the rookie classes are not as strong as they are in some years, although this year has several good rookies. Michael Ford for the Bears. There's always something good waiting in contenders. All right, let's flip it over. Who have we got? Dion Jordan. I believe that is going to be a Dolphin, but again, we will go to the checklist at the end of the break and just verify all of those at once. That Andrew Luck was very nice. I've pulled, I haven't pulled a whole lot of Andrew Luck this year. I pulled him out of I think it was 2015 Strata, but it wasn't numbered as low as to 5. I did pull his rookie on-card auto out of a 2012 Prime Signatures break early in the year, like maybe in January or something. And then this one numbered to 5. I may have only pulled 3, maybe 4 Andrew Luck autos all year. And definitely that's the first one numbered to 5. David, we're going to try to find you as things hit. What player in particular are you looking for? You looking for Kenny? Guess you've got 2 Kennys, don't you? Isn't Kenny Stills and Kenny Vaccaro are both 2013 rookies for the Saints, aren't they? I think they are. I'm trying to remember who the rest of your 2013 rookies are. Kenny Vaccaro and Kenny Stills, and I'm sure there are more, but those are the 2 that come to mind right offhand. Oh, I just saw a little alert popped up from ESPN. I don't know if you guys watch tennis or not. I also watch tennis. That says Rafael Nadal was defeated at Western Southern Open in Cincinnati tonight, just now apparently. That's always the little tune-up for the U.S. Open, and it's actually a pretty big tournament. You normally have all of the top players, although a few of them did... Excuse me one second, guys. A few of them did have to pull out this year due to injury and various things like that. So not everybody is there this year, but a lot of them are. And if you're wondering, yes, I did just hang up on somebody. But everybody that knows me knows if you call when I'm doing a break, that's what's going to happen. I'm just going to pick up the phone and I'm going to hang up on you. Because I don't want to hear it keep ringing. And they all know I'm doing breaks at this time of night. So that's what happens. They get hung up on. Oh, well. Oh, right. I forgot about Mike Glennon. There's his Rookie of the Year. How could I forget about him? I tell you, even though they paid that guy like $1 zillion to go up there to Chicago, I'm not sure if he's going to keep that starting job. He had a bad kind of run there in his first preseason game, and the rookie had a pretty good little run, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what develops there. Oh, did we call it? Oh, we did call it a while ago. Eddie Lacy, cracked ice, numbered to 21. Oh, nice, guys. This has been an excellent half case so far. Here's your little, I'm turning it so you can see your little cracked ice pattern, but it's definitely on there. Cracked ice, Eddie Lacy to 21, rookie on-card auto. And the hits just keep coming out of Contenders. Yes, indeed. It has been a good one so far. And we still have the rest of this box and one more box to go. And then a whole other half of the case that we'll open up later. Redemption. We'll look at it in a minute. So this is one of those cases where if I had just sat down and opened up every box in it, it probably would have paid for itself at the rate we're going. But I try to refrain from opening up entire cases for myself. I do often buy individual boxes and open those myself of various things, but I don't generally order like whole cases to open myself, although I want to. I try to refrain. There is a hit for the Bills with, I don't know how you say his name. We'll go with Toole, Jeff Toole, perhaps. So yeah, so we've called. We asked for Le'Veon Bell, we got him. We asked for DeAndre Hopkins, we got him. We asked for Eddie Lacy, we got him. So now we need to make sure that that's the advertising card. We need to make sure that we're asking for your Kennies. We're going to ask for your Kennies for the Saints and see if we can get them to show up as well. That one is numbered to 99 on that particular touchdown tandems. There's Mr. Mike Glennon again. Oh, this is going to be a nice little hit for the Lions. Ezekiel Ansah to 99. Nice little hit for the Lions. All right. Let's see what else we've got waiting here. I don't think I was going to say, I didn't think we'd pulled all of our signatures yet. There is Jaron Brown for the Cardinals. Rick Rogers for the Bills. Oh, I'm sorry, for the Colts. He's in a Bills uniform, and some of his cards are for the Bills, and this one is not. It's for the Colts after he'd already been traded. So, Rick Rogers for the Colts. And our redemption, let's see who this one is. Stedman Bailey, who I believe is a Ram. But he'll add to our little stack over there that will wander off over to the Panini checklist when we get through this last box. All right, so this is the 6th and final box out of this half of Contenders, and it really has been a good half case, I think. So now, of course, I wish I already had the other half of the case listed, because now I want to know what's in the second half. But I don't have it listed yet, so I think I'll probably just do the same thing. We'll have it in next Friday night. Some Leaf Best of Football. I added some of that tonight, and some more of that, of course, will be coming up behind it. It came out today, but mine, I don't know what happened, but they didn't get mine shipped on time, so mine isn't here yet. It's either going to arrive tomorrow or Monday, and I'm gonna, of course, we'll break it the first time on Wednesday, I guess, of next week, because I just listed it tonight. And then Origins comes out next week, which I forgot about until just now, actually. So we'll probably open some of that on Thursday night. I couldn't get as much Origins as I wanted this year. They cut back on the amount they produced, and so I had requested a pretty good number of cases, and they cut me way back, so I only got a handful, maybe 2, 3, 4, I don't know. It was less than 6 anyway. But we will have some of it, so we'll be busting into Origins pretty soon. And if you like autographed memorabilia, the Leaf full-size football helmets, which were originally scheduled to come out at the end of July, are finally going to be coming out at the end of this month. Next Friday, I think it is, actually. So we'll start opening that the day it comes out. All right, last box. Let's see if we can conjure up our Saints for David, because he is looking for one of the Kennys. And usually we pull the Kennys fairly often out of 2013 products. In fact, it's kind of unusual to not pull one of the Kennys. Maybe they're just keeping us in suspense, perhaps. They're going to show up somewhere in here. Nick Moody for the Niners. Chris Thompson for the Skins. I've also got some more 2013 momentum that I need to get listed. We've been breaking that by the case, and it's 50 hits a case, but I'm wondering if we want to break some of that by the box as well, which would be 10 hits per box. I don't know. Can't decide. You guys have any thoughts on that? If you want to do some by the box or if you want to keep doing it by the case? MVP Contenders. Well, those were going in 100 different directions. A little Rookie of the Year Andre Ellington, or Rookie of the Year Contender, I should say. Yeah, you want to keep doing it by the case? It is easier to do it by the case, but you know, sometimes people like to do things by the box, if you know, especially if there's no shipping costs attached and things like that. Another hit for the Raiders. The Raiders have gone crazy in this break. And that's Moore again, who I think we've already hit once for the Raiders, if I remember correctly. Oh, we got you a Saint. It's not one of the Kennys, but we got you one. Kerry Robinson. So how about that, David? We did conjure you up a Saints hit. We got you there and towards the tail end. Made you nervous, thinking you weren't going to have one. And at the last minute, we pulled it out. For the Cardinals, a little Stephen Taylor. That is an on-card auto. A little Niall Davis for the Chiefs on card auto. And then Michael Vick and Russell Wilson. Okay, so we've got a few little housekeeping things to do here. We've got to do our 2-team cards, have got to go to random. And then we also need to go to the checklist on our handful of redemptions. I'm just going to make that stack shorter. I'm not going to move it right now. And then we've got to review our hits. And then we've got to go back and revisit the 2013 Topps Supreme to get that cleared up as well. So we're going to start off with our redemptions here. And I will not be able to see chat for a minute. So anything that you type into chat, just know that it's going to take me... It'll be a couple minutes before I can see it because I have to go off of the screen to get into the Panini checklist. And if it will load, that would be helpful. Here we go. This is Contenders. Why is it not showing me what I want to see here? Panini Contenders. Why does Contenders not come up in 2013? What is going on? Absolute Black, Certified, Crown Royal, Limited, Momentum, Playbook, Prestige. Like, there is no... How does it not list Contenders? They must have it listed under some other brand. Okay. Okay. They have it listed under Playoff Contenders. All right, first up, we have the Stedman Bailey Rookie Tickets RPS. So let's get to that first. Rookie Ticket RPS. There we go. All right, Stedman Bailey. Where are you, Stedman? Yes, he is a Ram, as I thought, and it does not show a number, so it's an open edition. So it'll be an unnumbered signature hit for the Rams with the Stedman Bailey. Next up, Dion Jordan, which I think, yeah, same thing. Oh, wait, that says, this one says playoff ticket, so this is different. And this probably will be numbered. I got to go back into a different rookie playoff ticket RPS. Card number 207. Yes, Dion Jordan is a Dolphin, and he is $2.99. And I am writing on the sleeve, not on the actual redemption, because that did make some people kind of unhappy when I was writing on the cards, apparently. To me, it makes no difference because you just trash those after you scratch off the little piece, but some people, it does bother them. Le'Veon, of course, we know is a Steeler, but I did just verify he is a Steeler, and this is an open, unnumbered signature. And then finally, that leaves us with DeAndre Hopkins. He is also rookie ticket RPS, which means he will also be unnumbered, just an open edition signature. And let's just verify, yes, he is the Texans. All right, so that gets our redemptions taken care of. Now I'm going to switch back over, and now I'll be able to see if you guys are. If you need to say anything in chat, I am able to see that again now. Okay, so next up, we're going to look at these. We'll set this back there for the recap. All of these cards here that have two teams, I'm going to put top, the word, literally the word top and the word bottom in random in a minute. And we'll hit random 3 times. Whatever ends up on the top at the end of the third random will get this card. So in other words, if it ends up on the bottom, then all the teams on the bottom will get it. If it ends up saying top, all the teams on the top will get it. We're going to set this whole stack down here because we will go through them all after we do the top and bottom designation, so you can see what's what. So let me get us back to where we need to be to do this. And we'll see where we end up here. All right, here's the first, the second, the third. All right, so there you will see we've randomized 3 times, and it says top. So that is where we end up. It's going to be the teams that are on the top of these cards. So I'm going to actually put the first one in a sleeve so that I can circle it, and that way I will remember where they all go. And again, the circle's on the sleeve, not the card. Robbie, you're asking if I'll quadruple bubble wrap your Andrew Luck. Well, do you want it in a one-touch? I mean, obviously that's the safest way to do it. I mean, that would be roughly about $3 by the time you pay for the cost of the one-touch and then the PayPal fees. So if you want it in a one-touch, that's probably the absolute safest way to get it to you. But of course, obviously, you know, I'm going to put it in a top loader and a sleeve and everything anyway. If you don't want it in the one-touch, that's fine. But I will do my very, very best to get it to you in pristine condition. All right, guys, so here's what we're looking at. This one will go to the Packers, Cowboys, this card to the Jags, this to the Chiefs, that one to the Bucks, that one to the Packers, that one to the Packers, to the Bucks, to the Cowboys, to the Bucks, to the Chiefs, to the Rams, to the Browns, to the Jets, and to the Jags. So that shows you those were all of the dual team cards that I had set aside. If I accidentally stacked any in with the base, it'll be the same format. Whatever card is on the top is where it will go. Numbered that were not signatures, we have this touchdown tandems that was numbered to 99 for the 49ers. And then we have this Matt Stafford numbered to 99 on the playoff ticket for the Lions. Our redemptions, DeAndre Hopkins for the Texans. Le'Veon Bell for the Steelers. Deion Jordan for the Dolphins. And Stedman Bailey for the Rams. Now our signatures that we actually have in our hands. Niall Davis, Chiefs. Stephen Taylor, Cardinals. Oh, sorry, my eye's itching. Hang on one second. Oh, I had to scratch my eye with that other hand. I don't know what happened there. Kerry Robinson for the Saints. C.O. Moore for the Raiders. Chris Thompson for the Skins. A little Nick Moody for the Niners. Derrick Rogers for the Colts. Jaron Brown, Cardinals. Ezekiel Ansah to 99 for the Lions. Jeff Toole for the Bills. A little Eddie Lacy cracked ice on-card auto numbered to 21 rookie. Of course, all these are rookies, but not all. Andrew Luck's not, but anyway. For the Packers, I do notice it's got a little bit of chipping. You might, I don't know how well you can see it against the dark background, but right here along this bottom edge, I do notice there's a little bit of chipping. Nothing too extreme, but it's not 100% perfect. Michael Ford for the Bears. C.O. Moore again. This one is numbered to 99 for the Raiders. There's our Andrew Luck numbered to 5. And I see Robbie does want to put him in a one-touch, so I'm going to go ahead and set Andrew right here. We'll one-touch him in a moment. Bryce Butler for the Raiders. Teo on-card auto in the Pen Pals insert for the Chargers. Marlon Brown for the Ravens. Nick Moody, Niners. Marquise Goodwin, Bills. Gavin Escobar, that one numbered to 99 for those Cowboys. Teo again for the Chargers. Matt McGlone, another hit for the Raiders. Aaron Dobson for the Patriots. Kerwin Williams, Chargers. DJ Fluker to 99 for the Chargers. Luke Wilson for the Seahawks. DJ Swearinger for the Texans. Whoops, I didn't show you the back of that one, did I? Did I show you the back of Luke Wilson? Well, if I forgot to, there it is. And there's the back of DJ Swearinger. John Bostic for the Bears. Cordarrelle Patterson for the Vikings. I still don't know how to say this guy's name. Toilolo for the Falcons. Nick Casa to 99 playoff ticket for the Raiders. And then the regular rookie ticket, Nick Casa, also for the Raiders. So let me go ahead and get a one-touch for Andrew Luck and get that done. And then we'll go back and revisit our Mike Williams redemption. And I'll look a little bit further to see if I can find anything else about that. I've got to find the right size for this Andrew Luck. So give me 1 minute. And for everybody that happens to be tuning out in the meantime, which I know many of you are, thanks, guys. I always appreciate you breaking with me and bidding with me, chatting with me, coming out, watching, even if you're not in the break for the night. Sometimes people come out and just hang out and chat and watch the break, and I appreciate that too. I always like having the company. So let's go ahead and get Andrew in here. Make sure that's the right size, which it does appear to be. Now if I can get the bottom of it inserted there, back in there, we'll be doing all right, won't we? There we go. No, wait a minute. Is that in there right? No, why is that, maybe he needs a different size. But that looks like the right size. I guess it's all right. I don't know, for some reason I thought it wasn't, but I guess it is all right. It's not moving around or anything, so I think we're fine. So there is your Andrew Luck, and you're asking, does it look solid? Here's what it's going in. This is, it's in this Ultra Pro 35.1 touch, UV, etc. I usually put the little piece of paper in there with it, so you'll know, you know, I don't know why you'd need to know all that stuff, but in case you do. I am taking a look at it right now, and actually I have to say it does look pretty darn good. I don't see a whole lot of problems. Maybe just the tiniest little imperfection in that upper right corner, but I mean it's super minor. It's not bad at all, and you really kind of have to look very closely to even see that. Maybe, I don't know what this is on the, there's something right there on the back, but I don't know if that's on the card or on the case. So let's just check that out real quick so I can answer your question for you, and then we'll put it. That is on the card, but that may be part of the card design. I'm not sure. Do you see that little black, those little kind of black dots or spots or whatever right there? I'm not going to attempt to do anything to that. It may be part of the card design. It may not be. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't want to mess with it because it's in overall pretty good shape. So that's what I see. Just the tiniest little imperfection in the upper right corner and possibly something right there, but that may be part of the card design. Overall, I'd say your Andrew Luck to 5 is pretty solid, man. I don't see a whole lot of stuff going on with that. So I think you're good there. And I will, Robbie, I'll send you a PayPal money request or something later tonight or tomorrow. So just look for that to come in your email, and I'll put it in the notes what all that is. Michael Goodman, you want the Kaiser in a one-touch. Yes, I can do that. Let me get that real quick, and we'll get that done before we go back and revisit our tops. And I got to think about, that's probably, I don't know if that's going to be a 100 or a 120. So let me get back in my box of one touch over here, and I may have to just try both if one doesn't work. There's a 100 point. Let's try the 100 first, and then if this 100 isn't right, then I'll find the 120, and I should be able to tell just by, oh yeah, no, that's not going to work. It's going to have to be a bigger one than that. So let's get him back out of there and find the 120 for Mr. Kaiser. Where is the 120? That's the next question. I tell you what, I've got so many sizes of these things. I need to find a better way to organize them so that it's easier for me to lay my hands on a particular size when I need it. I think the 120s might be the Pro Mold. Let's see, those are 150s. Sorry guys, I know this is taking a minute, but I don't know what I've done with the 120s. Ah, there they are. All right, so we'll try a 120. If that doesn't work, we'll try a 130. So the 120, as I say, is a different brand. It's a Pro Mold brand, but I mean, they all serve the same purpose, but let's see if that looks right. I think that's probably correct with the 120, but we're going to find out for sure here. These Pro Molds go in there a different way than the others. I think I've got that backwards. And I always have a hard time with them. Let me just make sure everything looks... Yep, and I think 120 is where you want to be with the Dishon Kaiser. So that one is this Pro Mold, because what do you call it? Ultra Pro doesn't make a 120. They go from 100 to 130. So the 120s are all going to be Pro Mold. And again, I will do... oh, bye, Robbie. We'll see you later. Yes, Michael, it's just at my cost plus the PayPal fee. So you're looking at like $3 for the one touch. So did you want to keep it in there, or do you not want to keep it in there? You just let me know what you want to do, Michael. If you want to keep it in there, I will just send you a PayPal invoice for the $3, and then we'll be all squared away. If you don't want it in there, that's fine too. Obviously the sleeve and the top loader and that kind of thing are included in the bid price, but the one touch are the only things that are extra. Now that puts us back to this Topps Supreme card, which I'm going to have to do a little bit of work on. And I've got one more place that I think I can look to see if I can find the checklist. And if I cannot find the checklist there, then it's going to revert back to the special circumstances, which, we'll send it to the team that Mike Williams was with on the first day of the 2013 season if I cannot find a checklist anywhere. Obviously, it wasn't on the Topps website. So I've got one more place that I know to look here. We'll see if I can find it on here or not. That is football. I don't know if they go back as far as to 2013. That's the question. All right, this was Topps, what's this in? Supreme, right? Topps Supreme. 2013, Topps Supreme. Well, we're trying to get it loaded here. This is taking forever. And then it's not even like loading. Huh. Well, it looked like it had a checklist, but then nothing actually comes up. So I'm going to try one more thing here. Let's see if we can get this sorted out. And of course I can't see chat right now, guys, because I'm trying to find the answers to this. Yeah, okay. So, well, that one's 2015 though, so that still doesn't answer me. That's 2014. I need 2013. All right, here we go. I'll just show you right here on the iPad. Right there, 2013 Topps Supreme, Doug Martin. Well, no, we're looking for Mike Williams. That's Doug Martin. And I typed in, why is it showing me Doug Martin when I typed in Mike Williams? Good grief. Okay, that's always fun. Let's try this again. It's just showing me all Topps Supreme cards. That's not helpful. Supreme Mike Williams. Just trying to find an image of the actual card, obviously. And yeah, there we go. This is you can see this is 2013 Topps Supreme autographed relic. All of these are images of actual 2013 Topps Supreme Mike Williams rookie cards. These all do clearly show Buccaneers. So I think that answers our question back as we originally had it, that this is in fact a hit for the Bucs, which is also where NFL.com listed him as playing for 2013. So that is going to be for the Bucs. Now I'm back and I can see chat again. And then, okay, Michael, so you don't want your Deshaun Kaiser in the one touch. Okay, that's fine. I'll take it back out of there. And did you miss Gold Standard? Yes, you did, but you know what? I will show you Gold Standard again because I've got it up here because he had asked for a one touch, so I had laid it up here. We're going to, as it turns out, take it back out of that, but we'll still show it to you in that right now. There is Deshaun Kaiser, numbered to 25 for the Browns, was one of our Gold Standard hits. Let me go ahead and I will forget to take it back out of there if I don't do that now, so we'll get that done. And then our other hits in Gold Standard, Chad Kelly for the Broncos to 149. We had Dante Moncrief to 49 for the Colts. For the Browns, Corey Coleman. That was numbered to 99. This is numbered to 99, Hunter Henry. I think that's, yeah, to 99, Hunter Henry for the Chargers. And then our base cards in here were Tyrod Taylor for the Bills to 49, yeah. And Derek Barnett to 79 for the Eagles. So that's what Gold Standard looked like, all about toys and comics. All right, guys, so that is all of it for tonight. That's our whole break. Again, remember, any of the stuff that has free shipping attached to it, that stuff is now going to ship out once every 6 to 7 days. Anything that has a shipping cost where you paid shipping for it, anything we broke tonight in that realm will ship out most likely on Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere in there. And that's it, I think. I think that's all. So thank you very much. I appreciate everybody hanging out and bidding and breaking, and I hope I will see you again for another break. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.